Hey everybody, hello, hello. I am live here on YouTube. So I just wanted to say hello to everyone. I first want to just see if everybody can hear me, and if anyone can see me, hear me, just pop a little note here in the chat window. I want to welcome you guys here. I know it's been a long time since I've actually been live. My goodness, it's been probably a couple of years, I would say. So it's been a while. So I really am excited today. Hey guys, hello, everybody. So yes, thank you. You can see me and hear me. So that is awesome. Thumbs up, right? So yes, I'm so happy to be here today. I don't usually go live because in the past, it's been a few years, but I had some trouble with the internet and all the technology. So hopefully we won't have that happen today. But it's just, that's never fun when we have things go down and it's just weird technology. So, but I have some things to share today. So hello, everybody. I'm so excited to see you guys here. Tracy, hello. I just actually had a session here. Tracy was on with me, and so it's good to see you again. Just saying hello to Donna and let's see, we've got Evan, Brian. You guys like to shout out. I know a lot of you guys like to say where you are because we have people from all over the world. Although I know the timing might not be quite reaching people on the other side of the world right now because it's probably they're sleeping 2, 3 in the morning. Normally, I would have done a live stream here earlier in the day, but because we're on today, 444, which is a really powerful day, and I wanted to do it at 4:44, but YouTube doesn't allow me to actually do that, so I had to do 4 o'clock. But what I am going to do is at 4:44 my time, I have an alarm that's hopefully will go off to remind me, and at that point, I'm going to do a light language activation for you guys at 4:44. So it's going to be really potent at that time, but that's why we're here. So we got some people from Canada. I see Ontario, Canada. We see Indiana. We've got California. We've got Australia, Houston, Texas. All sorts of people from all over Tucson, even here in our own little backyard. So hello. Really, yeah, it's so great to see you guys. I know I love to connect, and it's just been it's hard to do that sometimes, but I really like connecting with you guys. So I just want to say hello. We got New Jersey, Nevada, got all sorts of people. We got someone from UK. Hey, someone's up probably rather early in the morning for you, but thank you for hanging in. Nebraska, West Virginia, all sorts of people all over the place. And Ohio. So thank you guys all for being here. So I know as people pop on, I will try to read the feed as much as I can. Sometimes, obviously, it goes up and I miss your. Hello, Sequoia. Excited. Hello, thank you very much for being on here. I could do this all day, right? Just be saying hi to everybody. But I love you guys, and this is the one time we get to connect, right? And just say hello. We got some people up pretty late. Next time I do this, I will try to do it earlier in the day so that for those in the UK, it will only be evening time, that kind of thing. So, thank you. Love and light to you too, Molly. And so lovely. Love you too, Karen. All you guys. As I go through this, again, I will still continue to check every now and again. So what I want to also, for those of you guys that if you're not already subscribed, YouTube likes to use the word subscribe. I like to use the word join the tribe, join the community. So you can go on there and get that subscription going to get and hit that notification bell to get notified of new stuff that's coming forth that I will be doing. And so what I want to share, first of all, just a few announcements, then I go into my bigger announcement. So Oh, we got someone here from Israel. Hello, Anna or Anna. Thank you guys for being here. So I have a couple of things to mention. First off is I also have a new Patreon account. This is something I just set up recently. Okay, so I just set up a Patreon page for those of you guys that would like to go and donate in increments or whatever. I do have some tiers on there, but right now it's a donation platform. So I will be doing something most likely in the future that will be exclusive content, light language or whatnot, for my patrons on Patreon. And I will be doing that in the future. I'm just starting it now. So if you guys want to go on there, the more people I see go on there and start awesomely donating and signing up for tiers, then I'll be absolutely more motivated to also come and bring some special content for you guys. So if you go on to my Patreon page, it's also in the links below in the description here on YouTube anyway. You'll be able to see the links to my Patreon account. And I also, like I said, it's just recent, just set it up. And so I'd love for you guys. I thank you so much for the ones that are already on there. This is a shout out to my few Patreons on there. We got Nikolai, we have Catherine. Thank you guys so much for being awesome patrons on Patreon. So really, really appreciate that, you guys. I'm going to be bringing some stuff to that platform. So hello, welcome. And we've got my beloved Bear on here as well. I want to say thank you to him. He's also on here, Stands with Bear. And we just went live with him the other day. And it was like a bearathon is what we call it. And I posted that up so a lot of you guys will know and maybe watch that as well. It was on Facebook that we did Facebook Live, and he did a full performance, which was absolutely phenomenal. The sound quality was great. We lost the stream like 3 times and had to get back on, but the quality was great. So go check his site out as well. And that's on Randall Stands with Bear on Facebook. And you can listen back to the replay of the performance and get his CDs or donate or whatnot. And that was a lot of fun. So I guess it's like live week. We're doing things live. So it's really awesome. So love you guys. Some people jumping on here. Thank you guys for being here. And we got some people from Canada. So awesome. Well, I also want to share, so that was one thing I wanted to share with you guys about the new Patreon site. I also have a couple of new, so I've mentioned it before, but I'm mentioning it again. This is a couple of new video platforms that I transitioned over to. I'm still doing YouTube. This is my main place, until YouTube decides to do weird stuff, I'm still here. But I had to move my stuff to copy it, I would say, to a couple new platforms. So the few platforms that I ended up going over to was BitChute and Brighteon. Those are a couple of platforms that definitely I moved over there and have all of my data and all of my videos on there. Just wanted to check in with you guys to see if the chat is still working, because I don't know why it says unable to connect to chat and it stopped rolling in. So I don't know what's up with that, but can you guys still hear me and see me? Maybe I just can't see the chat anymore, which is really strange. I'm not sure why that happened. I was seeing it all rolling in, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. So I don't see any more. It just says unable to connect. I wonder why it did that. Maybe if I just type in, see if it gets it rolling again. See, technology, right? So, well, we'll just keep going because I don't know why my it's just an error message now. See, I just, we love all this. Just so much fun. Technology. Give me a sec here, guys, because I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Okay, well, and so yes, we love, you guys can all see me and everything. So I'm just going to continue on with the information here. It just really sucks. So I'm just going to continue on with the yeah, I can see it now. There's a lag, so yeah, I can't see. That's weird. Okay, this is what I'm going to have to do is to go over to, when I'm ready to chat, I'm going to go over to the live feed on just the regular internet, and I see your chat stuff there. So, so just, I can't look at the same, I can't do this in this. Maybe I can. Let me try to minimize the window here. And no, that doesn't work either. Oh, I'm just going to have to go back and forth a little bit when I want to see your comments. So let me just do that for a second. Oh, you guys, I swear this is just so much fun. Okay, so love you guys. If there's a bit of a lag, it seems like some people had this. It's just, whatever's happening, some people trying to knock us off the stream, whatever, and that's fine. All right, you guys. So I'm going to just go on, and then I'll switch over to the other tab when I want to just look at comments. Just know I can't see your comments in this time period, just in this time frame. So I'll switch over. So the other thing I want to say was that I am on BitChute and Brighteon. Links are down below in the description. Basically, what I'm doing there is I transferred it over just to get a duplicate copy. Now, when all this happened, remember towards the end of the year, about 2019, when everyone was freaking out about the COPPA laws and everything that was coming out, the Children's Online Protection, Privacy Protection Act that came out, and everyone was kind of wondering what was going to happen with their YouTube channel. That's when I decided to go over to these other platforms. And just a little plug for re-platform, because maybe you're getting taken off or something happened or all your channel went away. I highly recommend, because I utilize this person's services, which I'm going to recommend here for anyone that wants to move over to the platform and has so many videos that there's no way you could upload it. I used a service called it's Matthew Raymer is his name, and it's Anomalist Design is his company. And he has a website that's contentsafe.co and also anomalistdesign.com. I put these links below with his name, because if any of you guys want to go to another platform, he is the man. He helped me so much to get all of my stuff moved over. And there's no way I could have uploaded those to two platforms. I had over 100 videos. I'm sure people have way more than that. And he did all of that for me. I paid for his services. He is phenomenal. He's such a good communicator. He's easy to get a hold of. He does live in the Philippines, but even by chat or Skype or email, he's wonderful. So I want to say thank you to Matthew for all of his help. And if any of you guys want any of his services, he also does marketing. He does website development. He does website design. He does consulting. Highly recommend him. Okay, so that's just like something I personally experienced and had a wonderful experience. He helped me a lot, and I will be using his services in the future. So go check that out as well. I just wanted to share that. So, all right, you guys, I am going to share. I'm just going to go ahead and share. You guys all still here? I'm over on the chat now on this side. So everybody still looks like they're chiming in. Hello, Margaret. Hello, hello. And love you guys so much. And thank you for Dominique, thank you for letting me say, okay, Crowdcast. I haven't looked at that. Again, the technical stuff is a little over my head sometimes, even though I'm pretty technical, but I will look into that perhaps. So anyways, love you guys. Love you guys. Love you guys. So, okay. So here's my big announcement. I'm just going to go ahead and make it. The drum roll, please. Right? Okay, guys. So the deal is that I for quite a while, I have been doing light language activations, as you know. Some of you guys know, most of you guys know that have been on this channel, it's been doing light language activation. And I've also been doing some other things on my channel too, but my main thing has been on this channel getting you guys activated. And so many of you guys have been activated. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. So I want to just honor all of you guys for all of your experiences and your comments and all the things I've learned from you guys about what my light language activation is doing. So what I developed here is something new. And you know how, like, a lot of us, we start to get these streams, these new streams that are coming in, but we don't really know exactly how it's going to look, what it's going to look like, what will come out of it. Well, this is something I have opened up to, and I am now creating my own music activations. Yes, my own music. This is super, super exciting. I have literally been working my little tail off for creating activations. This only really happened, I'd say, about within a couple of months, a few months ago. It started to come in, although I've had it come in for like a year. It's just been sitting there and I didn't really know what I was going to do with it. But I had a few downloads, upstreams, sideways streams, and everything about creating music with light language. And I was having trouble too with just like when you find other music, it's always like, you can't use it for this, can't use it for that because it's copyrighted, right? Well, I decided that I'm just going to create my own. So that is what I have done. And so it's a huge thing for me to transition. I'm still obviously going to be doing the light language activations on YouTube and video and all of that. But now I've created the light language blended with my own music. And some of the music is sort of like, or the light language I bring in is also some toning. Some of it is song in the background and then light language over the top and super activating music. So if you guys are really looking for some activation music, then this is what I'm announcing is my new music activations. And I'm starting out with 3 that I already have done. And then I will be coming out with 1 more that will go in a set. And this set is the 444, which is why it was so important for me to go live today and as many 4s as possible, because these are the types of frequencies that I've been getting that I needed to do first. So 444 activation. The music 444 activation is going to be, it's already up, it's live on my website, and there's a link below in the description of where to go directly to the page of my music activation 444. And there's 3 of them right now. One is called Heavenly 444. The other one is called Starlight 444. And the third one is called Gaia 444. And I will have a 4th coming out, but I didn't want to wait because they told me not to wait on that. So when that comes out, I will add it to the bundle on that page, and then it also be individual. So you can buy them individually. They're MP3 files, and they are 4 minutes, 44 seconds long. Of course. So it's a very specific 4 minutes, 44 seconds. And even the sample clips that are on there, you can listen to a couple sample clips on that page. And the sample clips are 44 seconds. So I really went really into the 444. And I also want to tell you too, is that, hey Romeo, hello, love you. Love all of you guys, but I just happened to see that. So now I'm seeing a bunch of people on the stream. Thank you guys for joining me here today. I love you guys. I am just announcing my new venue into the music world, I suppose. So the 444, I want to just share a little bit about why this came out too in that in this time frame. I was getting both of my parents have passed on, and but it's a very interesting number scheme that they passed on from. Let me explain. My mom passed away or actually my dad passed away in 2012. An interesting year to pass away in the first place. And passed away on Stands with Bear's birthday of all things, which is very odd. But it was the fourth day of the month. So it was September 4th. He passed away in 2012. My mom then passed away on the 4th of a month as well, in August. 1 month apart, but on the August 4th. And that means they were 4 years apart. So 444. So this activation is kind of a dedication also to my parents that dedicated their lives in so many amazing ways. I can't even tell you. They were just the most beautiful people and really of service. They were, their lives were, especially my dad. Oh my gosh, I could go on about my dad and what he did, the laundry list of things, but very high mastery with the level of service that he gave to our world. And my mom worked with autistic children, and she was so good at what she did. Everyone loved her, and she worked so much in that arena. And so I just wanted to honor them as well with this 444 activation. So that's kind of the background behind it. The music is, I really am not going to play it here because I don't know how it's going to come across, in the microphone and all of that. But you can go to the page that I've linked below, or you can go to my website at lightstarcreations.com, and you'll see on the navigation, there'll be a music, it'll say music, and then you can just click on that and it will take you to the page. So please just go and check that out. You guys are going to be blown away. I've already had people listening to this. What I do want to say about it is that, especially the heavenly 444, do not drive with this music. Okay, I know if you guys buy it, you download it to your computer, or you download it to your flash drive and put it in your car. This is not that kind of music. Please, please do not download to that and listen to it in the car or anywhere like that. This is the kind of thing where you're going to want to wear headphones. Most likely, that's how it's going to sound the best. And you're going to want to just immerse yourself in that 4 minutes, 44-second interval. And it's really powerful. So please don't drive with it, because I've already had some people that have listened to this that have just immediately get taken out. And so I think that what's really happening is they're being really transported to the angelic realms. And so it's because it's happened right away where they just went out. So I want you just to warn you guys about that, so that you don't, just don't listen to it when you're driving, or even like operating, doing other stuff, when you're like busy doing other things. It's just not really conducive for the codes and the language and the angelic information. So the angelic one, heavenly 444, is all about the angels, bringing in all the angelic codes. It also is activating the crown and soul star chakras. And the heavenly, that's heavenly. The starlight is super galactic. So that one is going to be from the Pleiadian realms. And it's also going to activate the heart chakra and the upper chakras as well, but it's more galactic flavor. And the codes will be coming in to help you to open up to that. And then the Gaia 444 is about Mother Earth. Okay, that's harnessing the energies of the Earth and Mother Gaia. And it's bringing in some energies from the guardians. So it's very earthy. It's very almost shamanic and tribal-like, bridging us together as one tribe here. So it's really powerful for those people that want to ground and be centered. Obviously, who doesn't want that, right? So that's kind of the overview of those three. The fourth one that will be coming out is going to have an elemental fairy kind of energy. So what I'm doing here is bringing in the frequencies that need to come in right now, and I will be bringing more of them. I'm just starting out with the 444. Okay. There will be probably the next ones will be 1111 because what? There's no 777 or 888 or 999 on the clock as far as time goes. So I like to do the activations with the time stamps of, activating numbers. So most likely it'll be 1111, but for now, these are the ones that are all 444. So big shift here. I also felt like it was at the right time. It was just a timing thing where this just came in and it was just supposed to be at the right time to have this launch right now. And a lot of you guys will need this energy right now because of all the chaos and confusion and everything going on. This is the time for the energies to come forth, for soothing, for calming, for grounding, for centering. And, we need that right now more than ever. So I think that's why it was really leading up to this time period for launch. And a lot of you guys that are home, a lot of people are home right now. I'm used to it because I'm home all the time. But a lot of people that aren't used to it and don't know what to do with themselves, this is really going to be great for you guys too. This is a good time for us to all go within. So thank you guys for joining me today. Lisa, Katrina, Sarah, thank you guys for being here. Sending lots of love to all of you guys out there. I also wanted to share a little bit more about something. I came out with a video. Stands with Bear and I did a video most recently, and I was sharing the fact that both of us had gotten this upgrade or something that happened. For me, it was in November-ish, October, November of the last year, or 2019. Towards that time, it was like, no, it was, I'm sorry, I'm losing track of time, you guys. Like, this is like, what day is it? What time is it? I want to say it was October or November, but it could have been in the summertime, but I just started to notice it then, where I'd gotten this like really sore arm in my left arm. So it was like really sore, like super hurting. And it's just right here in the muscle part of your arm, not in the joint or anything like that. And I mentioned this too, where I had around that time, but for me, it lasted like 3 months where it hurt every time I lifted my arm in particular. And it was like I got a shot in the arm. Well, I didn't say anything, but apparently when I did say something, Stands with Bear had the same pain in the same arm, the same kind of place. And so I brought it out on the video last time because I wanted to see if other people had experienced this too, because we had received an email from, I had received an email from somebody on here who watches me on YouTube. Hello. And also said that they had that happen. That it was like the day before I was going live with it. So they have this pain, and this person had a bruise as well. But when I put that out there on YouTube, and you guys can go back and look on there, but so many people commented. So many people have had this same feeling. Some of you guys were having it on the right arm, but most people were having it on the left is what I was seeing. But I'm not saying that it wasn't, I'll tell you what I feel about it, but I was seeing more people that had it in the left arm than the right arm. But there was some people that had that happen. And even right now, see, there's a few people here online that are saying, okay, Joe had it on the right arm, same location. A few people, okay, Sarah, so you had that as well. And some people didn't experience it. I'm not saying everybody did in the whole world, but I'm saying that there was quite a few people. So again, when I looked at reviewed that video, it was literally like I counted at least 20 plus that had this experience. And I know it might be more than that. I just didn't really go into it with all of it. So what I feel this was, and yes, I do feel this had to do with the timing of some people. It started all the way back from last summer. For me, it was about, October, November. Some people had only had it for a few weeks just recently, but it was kind of before most of it was before February, I would say. So, and then I still feel like it's happening. But I do feel this was like an inoculation of some kind from our star families. Those of us that work, I work with my med team. Okay. I'm going to talk about that at some point a lot more. I was going to actually talk about it this at the Cosmic Awakening, but they had to cancel it. So I may come on and do, who knows, whatever. But I do work with the medical team. And so I believe that a lot of us that do work with our medical teams had that happen so that we would, some of it's upgrades, some of it's DNA stuff. Okay. Some of it is, someone was mentioning that they were also helping to remove some of the toxic stuff that is in vaccines from previous vaccines. So that was something that I feel was maybe happening. And then I also feel that some of us were getting some pre-inoculations for some of this, viral experience that we're having now. I am not saying, though, that what I feel, I don't think that this was happening so that everybody would never, nobody would get it, like that kind of thing. Some people, it was for helping your immune system to boost and to help lessen symptoms if you did end up getting it. Some people, so I think it was a little different for everybody depending upon your own body chemistry. So, okay, so I'm seeing a couple of people that, yeah, Sarah, it seriously made me stop and think also. And so Molly has had this even recently. Okay, so yours was more yesterday or recent, and your mom also. Another Sarah had this happen in the autumn. And so there is something to this, guys. This is like we were being upgraded and we were getting assistance from the higher ups to help us to deal with some of this. Okay. That's what I feel was happening. And so you guys can, take it with a grain of salt, with what you will, tune into your own, intuition about that. But that's what I feel. It was very significant in my case because it was like, wow, mine was like hurting for a couple of months. And it's not hurting now. I don't feel it at all now, but it did for a while. So maybe some people are more sensitive to what was going on and some people weren't. But basically, I was pretty sensitive apparently. And maybe they had to start a little earlier on me as well. So who knows? Everybody's immune systems is slightly different. And so it was very interesting to see that. So hello, Joshua, just jumping on here. Good to see you guys. And yeah, no, you didn't miss out. People that didn't get it. You may not have needed it. So don't worry about if you feel like you missed out on something. It's not like, oh, those people that didn't get it, oh, you guys are in trouble. No, I just think that it was depending upon your immune system and depending upon what's going on and your med team and in working with them. So it's something that may not have been necessary for you. So anyways, that's what I have to say about that. So what else I want to share? Oh, the other thing I wanted to share is about today. For those of you guys that are just joining me, I talked about my 444 music activation, which is below in the link, and you can click on that and go check out my new music as I'm launching into this music career here that's going to adjunct my artwork and everything else that I do, but we're just opening up another stream, another avenue here, and I'm very excited about it. So you can go check out the 444 activations and the music and listen to samples and, purchase them. They're really good price too. So it's like great for this time when people are struggling with stuff. So it's totally affordable. And I know you guys are going to love it. Those of you that are, gravitating towards it or resonating with it. So, So what I wanted to share was today, right? We're here today, and this is such an activating day. We have 444, the gateway A lot of people say there's Pleiadian energy coming in to wash clear all of this gunk that we've got going on, the lower fear-based energies that are associated with the viral energies. So there's energy coming in from that. We have the Jupiter conjunct Pluto. I'm not an astrologer or astrologist, but that is happening today. Or well, basically it's happening. I wrote this down. 9:45 p.m. Central Time. So that's going to be 7:45 p.m. Pacific and our Arizona time. And then so you guys can figure it out. So for some of you, it will be, I guess, tomorrow, right? Some of you that will be interested in this, but this is kind of why a lot of things you'll see online right now are about 444, this alignment. So it's a pretty big deal, and people are taking advantage of this alignment, astrology wise, so that we can herald in this new wave. Some people are also attributing this to the age of Aquarius. I kind of feel like our age of Aquarius has already been here, and it's not because I'm an Aquarian. It's just because I feel like it's energy that's already been here. But this is kind of like a sign of that. So I guess some people are pushing in that information or that frequency, attributing it to the Jupiter and Pluto conjunction. So this is why you see a lot of things on YouTube or on Facebook. I believe Unify, if you go to Unify on Facebook, they were having an event all day long, a live, all different kinds of speakers and music and different things that were happening there for this particular day. People are doing their own type of meditations and different things that are happening today because, we're trying to bring in the higher frequencies. And so I do feel that's why that's already been happening, but this day is very potent in that gateway opening for helping us to clear the path. Now, with all the things that have been happening, I do feel that there are really good and very positive things that are coming up, okay? Now, I will say that this happened to me a few years ago. I was having some very repetitive dreams about the children and it's all sorts of sex trafficking, slave stuff, all sorts of weird stuff, okay? But I was getting the dream time activation and that I was seeing a lot of that stuff happen. And then now we know that stuff is going to be cleared, if not already happening now. Even last night, I had a very, I wouldn't call it a nightmare, but I've hardly ever had this happen where I literally was screaming out in my sleep and it woke me up because I'm a very light sleeper. So if I do that, it's going to wake me up. And it was literally like help the children and had to do with this whole mess of, where the children have been, taken. And I'm not going to even go into all the atrocities that, we've seen and know about. But I will say that I feel like I was just, this empath part of me was just feeling this and experiencing what some of this atrocities were that was happening. And so I do feel like there's some good things that are going to be coming from this. And I feel it's time. It's so time right now. This is really, really an important time for that. And so that is coming in to get clear, to get exposed. We do see everything else being exposed at the same time that the chaos is going on as well. But this is really the time. And I think it's a really good thing that all of this is happening. And so I want you guys to see what's happening, be aware of what's going on, and not step into any of that fear mongering or that fear energy about it, seeing that it may not look bleak right now, but it definitely is going to be getting much better. And so it's like the rainstorm that's coming through and washing a lot of these stuff away that is toxic and that is corrupt and needs to be risen to the surface, if you will. So that is what I wanted to say about that. Now, I have my timer set that I believe is just about to go off. If it doesn't, but I just happened to look at the time. I set it for 4:40, just so I would have a couple of minutes before I actually did an activation. So how many of you guys want to have a light language activation on here? Who wants to raise their hands? Let me make sure that you guys are still on here. And there goes my alarm. Okay. So, over here. All right, you guys. So, yes. I see a lot of yeses. Because the reason why I wanted to do this at 4:44, even though it's my time, may not be exactly what it is your time, but it is an activation. So I want to do this for 4 minutes away, actually. So I set it a little early so I wouldn't forget, and that I had some time to prepare you guys for this, because I don't know what's going to come through. But I am attuning the energy to this day. Okay, so and also for the clearing of whatever needs to be cleared right now in this time, because this is like a huge moment in time where we have a lot of say, and we have a lot of power in what we bring forth for this clearing and this time of healing, from inside all the way out, just all of us, like inside of your personal life, all the way out into the world, into the corporate world, into the financial realms, into all of it, all sectors. So as we do this, that's why I wanted to bring in healing for, I know it's a group here, so I don't know where all of you guys are individually, but this is a clearing for whatever is required for you. Those of you guys know that I do light language, and it's going to be more important about what it means for you guys. So just being conscious of what's happening inside of your body, and not, worrying about any of this trying to interpret. If you get interpretations, words that come through and you get meanings for them, that's wonderful. But don't worry if you don't. Okay, I always say that. So it doesn't matter if you're trying to, figure it all out. So thank you, Romeo, for chiming in. We got 444 as the energy of transcending duality for stability and harmony, shifting into higher God self-awareness. I always love Romeo. He's such a beautiful being, and he has such a way with words. The eloquence of your words, my dear. So I really appreciate that. Holding a high frequency as well. So all of you guys holding that high level, that really high frequency for yourself, to clear yourself, but also this world. Okay, so once you feel that energy, let's wash it out into the entire world. So this is kind of a pre Jupiter conjunct Pluto, because it hasn't actually happened yet where we are yet, but this is going to be also helping that process as well. So welcome, Susanna. First time here. Welcome. Lots of information in the beginning, but I'm going to do an activation here for you guys in about a minute. So everybody just breathe, take a nice deep breath in. And as soon as I see that clock go 444, I'm going to activate all of you guys, whatever time it is for you, but it's going to be an activation of 444 on this end. All right. So take a nice deep breath in, everyone. From the lower belly, breathing out from the lower belly, getting into a centered place, getting into groundedness, sacredness at this moment. Uranaki ratana sokaru shondo, hurananaki ratana sakarimira, hurananatira karahashinira madatarma, usiri karanati, uesiaranati vranatara shkeneara, suvrananatira karanasati, marondo sora, hirenitur, Urashini ki wunsiri antara kale kira. Ushira nanatala la sila kalen. Urananatila linsira. Urunkuri shirni unto. Urananakiri siteremi ura. Kevrira nanasakriram. Uranatara shindi hukara hale. Usea nura maranda dai irokovranti. Surananatira. Urumbaki iritsi sunarakala kalishono. Shara nira maratira. Urungi shiro marahira ndaziro mananituro. Urungiri siri lindira dananasa ruma. Uriendara di mishiro nunagarea sanda. Hieri itira nakara ma ishino to markiram. Uronduru yishindo kumahide rira. Bario rumarashura kavrindira. Hiera sona haritir. Se o sonarame itisua kare sonare mi atorumareshi. Varia sonare tira makuma. Burando goro shambaku wakai. Isana na dogun jijangu wakai izegea. Zenzi zonaraji. Urongu higa. Ungoja na dire. Zondorgi aranama gareja gokungoja. Zundi zundar harme ki zundar handua gumbar hagavan. Dezo nada hi givenga ujaga. Te undu hugura aguma. Se undora augu uga. Se idara na arma auga. Bijunda zonda hoga I varnise. Zunda ramarajida gundar yejen. Sugurun dozidi zongori arjanara. Darumagu kuyede izandara ge ugara. Itanaki Ureshira Yala Tanea Hala Nendiash Surakaye Tiranana Sularende Yesnari Urandaraya Yekiash Ura Surakaye Tendir Vihara Umati Sirakalesh Surakuayatera Meratiri Uronkeri Shira Nosso Tarametiri Tesora Kalari Elesa Rokuvira Shaniara Tarones Marira Tasura Kuyeya Vera Somara Yesua Shera Alme Yele Kala Surano Tora Litoro Bashira Surite Laya Tonai Siala Leso Uana Tale Galana Masali Balatira Kurunusura Berienterese Maratan. Iratane samhai hiranatasaka Ihiweyorotin seo Ureya sarame Hitanakasharam Uratansa Uratansa Everyone take a nice deep breath in, feeling the frequencies of this activation, of this clearing, moving around in your body wherever it wants to, clearing your energy field, removing all fear, all confusion, all stress, letting it dissipate and move down through your legs and into your feet and out through the bottoms of your feet, releasing and letting go all the heaviness, all the density, and bringing in those high frequencies. Breathing in this beautiful golden white light. And as you breathe that golden white light of the sun, bringing in that sunlight energy to wash away, to clear, and to burn out all virus energies in ourselves, in our loved ones, in our friends, in our families, and out into the world. Let this sunlight shine brightly onto this world and allow all the beautiful sunlit kisses to come and soak in on the earth, and allowing the earth to be ignited, allowing Gaia's energy to be rejuvenated. As you breathe in this sunlight and this golden energy, feeling the frequencies raising higher and higher, feeling your body clearing, cleansing, and soaking in those golden sun rays. Take a nice deep breath in, everybody, allowing that to do whatever it wants to do in your body and in your energy field, connecting with this beautiful day. And even those that are watching this later on, connecting this, that it will clear and cleanse as this day goes forward into the next and the next. That each person that watches this, that each person that shares this and watches this activation be cleansed internally and externally, and our world gets brighter and brighter. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Take a moment for those of you that need to come back into this realm. For those of you that went somewhere, because that does happen. And for those of you that need to stay in it if you need to. This is a little bit longer activation than I normally do, to be honest. I don't, you know me, I don't usually like to go on and on and on with my activations because usually they're just pack a very powerful punch. But for today, just due to the nature of I'm doing this live, I also wanted to bring in some different frequencies that I was feeling were coming through. And there's a conglomeration of different things that were coming in there. So I want you to say, obviously, we had the angels here. We had some Pleiadian energy. We had some guardian energy. So because of the nature of what I was just putting out with the 444 and the music activations, so they really wanted to bring those in as well. And so that's why some of that was from a variation, and it went right into the next, So thank you guys. Gosh, yeah, I see a lot of people are having some experiences, vibrational energies, powerful vibrating energies. Thank you. You're so welcome. You guys, I really, really appreciate all of you. A lot of you guys, oh, Holly's cat went crazy. She went crazy happy. So a lot of good things are happening for the cats too, and the animals on our planet. Yes, would like to get this involved with everybody. So Katrina, thank you. Some of you felt like crying. Well, if you do, let it come out because it's good. Sometimes it needs to come out and just allow some of the clearing and cleansing too. So definitely, yeah, I want to mention that too. This is really good that Joe bringing this up for anyone who feels it's a certain part of your body that you likely have negative energy residing in that area. That's why you're feeling it there. I know that for a lot of you guys, you might have tension in your head or something builds up in tension. And in that moment, it's the frequencies of the light language are going through your body. And if it hits a resistance point, that's where you breathe even more. You just breathe into that area wherever you're feeling that, and it will dissipate because it just, we all have these kind of blockages. It kind of hits a resistance point and it's trying to get through, and there's something resisting it. So if you breathe into that spot, it allows that to come through. Okay. So someone asking which was the Pleiadian activation. Well, it was embedded in a multiple different activations, so I can't really know exactly where. I think it might have been towards the end, but I don't know where it was. I just know it was in there. So it was meshed in there with the rest of it. So you're so welcome. Anita and if I cannot pronounce your name, a lot of these people is coming up. Some people were seeing some things, having some really good visuals in there. So yes, the visuals are really, really powerful. They usually come up for people that are wanting to integrate visual energies. And some of you guys have that, some of you don't. It doesn't mean that you're lacking if you don't have the visuals, okay? So, but thank you guys for doing that. Thank you, Leandra, a pretty name. Gosh, that's really pretty. I've never heard that name. Thank you for that. And some people were, commenting on all of this as far as where they were feeling it, what was happening, and where you guys were feeling it or seeing things. Allow this to work with you even through this day and into the night and into your dream time. And for those of you guys that are watching it afterwards, allow this to, you can listen to it again, and allow that to still valid, even though it was geared towards the 444 in the day. But we're going to be dealing with these frequencies for a while, especially with this conjunct Pluto conjunct or Jupiter conjunct Pluto energies as well. So heralding in. Well, that's cool. Sequoia says she might have seen a higher self. That's awesome. Okay. I'm really big on people connecting with their higher self and their intuition first. So that's a huge, huge thing. And I want to just open it up before, I'm not going to be going really like all day here. So I just wanted to kind of come on for about an hour maybe and, kind of do this for you guys. So I just want to see if anyone did have any questions or anything though before we go, or just, you guys want to share more about where somebody who's feeling it. Sarah was feeling it in her neck and spine. Also spine. It's funny you said that because that's where I feel personally, in case you guys are wondering, when I hear my own self, believe it or not, I activate myself, you wouldn't think that's possible, but yes, because I didn't know if it was possible. When I actually listened back to my own light languages, I get activated just like you guys do. It's weird because you wouldn't think that I could activate myself, but that just shows you. But yes, it comes down usually in my spine. It comes all the way down and usually on my shoulders, it'll come down my shoulders and through the spine. So that's really common. Not that it doesn't happen to everybody like that, but that does really happen a lot. And so we've got some people feeling pulses in their solar plexus, tingling in the crown. We were opening a lot with the crown. So we were also grounding. I want to say we were really hitting the crown, the heart, and then the earth star, or maybe the root to earth star energy's a little bit there too. So these are some of the areas that we were working with today. A lot of you guys were feeling it in your hands. So activational hands, some of you guys, a lot of you guys are healers. So a lot of you guys that are healers will be feeling some things in their hands. So I do feel that this is something that I feel, are you the only person I can connect when doing, okay. Oh, thank you. You're the only person I can connect with to when you do the light language. Love it. Thank you very much. But there's a lot of people doing light language. And to be honest, my light language activations have been out there for a couple of years now. And there's quite a bit of people, some of my clients and people like that now are out of the gate doing this on their own now. So it's not just me. There's a lot of people that are bringing this light language stuff. And there are people opening up to speaking light language just from my light language activations as well as others. But I do say that's actually quite common. And so a lot of people will activate that way. Yeah, I replay my own light language to activate myself. Isn't that interesting, Holly? I don't have to replay it, but like my light language activations, there's sometimes when I go back to them on YouTube, well, let's just see if this actually activates me. And it does. And actually, even the activations that I create custom light language activations for people as well, or audio activations. So if anyone's interested in that, it's it's about 10 minutes or so long. And it is music. I will create the music just like I did for these 444 images, but the light language is just for you, specifically to you. That's a service that I offer. And I have, when I'm creating those, I actually get activated myself, even though it's for the other person. So, because I have to listen to it back to make sure, the frequencies are there and I'm actually in it getting activated. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So yes, you felt some grounding into the earth, Kimberly. That's wonderful because this is really grounding. It was bringing us some higher frequencies, but also I'm always pulling it down into the ground so that we can be really centered. That was very important. We also have someone who is new to this and doesn't have anybody else to talk to. So yes, I do personal sessions, of course. Yes. You can check out my website, lightstarcreations.com, and go to the sessions page and you'll see a bunch of different sessions that I have available. One of the more popular one is my starseed alignment sessions, my 3-phase sessions there. And I also have my healing shield sessions, the ones that my healing shield attunement sessions that are linked with my healing shields that I've created. So it's powerful artwork connected with the healing energies that I attune you to the shield, and you get there's a couple different tiers of doing that. And so I have lots of different types of sessions that I do. Sometimes I get booked up ahead of time. I believe into May, or it might be, yeah, I think I still have some in May at this time. If you're watching it later, it's usually about a month or 2 months. Sometimes it gets 3 months ahead, but I do have all sorts of private sessions, all sorts of custom energies. For those of you guys that know about my Oracle deck as well, I have my light Magical Dimensions Oracle deck, but a lot of you guys have that. And I am going to be, well, I'm working on my second deck. As I think I mentioned to you guys before, I have a deadline that is really coming up this year. So the plan is to finish by December 1st of this year. I have a deadline with my publisher. So I have to create and finish all the material. And then it'll be about a year or so because we have to go through editing processes. So it's a couple years away, but that is in the works. So those of you guys that love my Magical Dimensions deck, which I know a lot of you do, and there will be a second one coming out. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you, Joanne. She says my sessions are amazing. Set me on my new path. See? Testimonial right on here. So I do help people a lot, I have to say, but I appreciate that. And Holly as well. Thank you so much. I love all my clients. You guys rock. You guys are like, I just am so honored because my clients are like the best, man. I love them. And I just love working with them. So, you make me tear up now. So I really appreciate that. Okay, so thank you. Somebody has my calendar, and I do have a calendar out as well. And Molly, yes, you love my deck, huh? It's awesome. It's so accurate. I just get so many people all the time commenting on how accurate this deck is. It's pretty amazing. So what I want to do is, yeah, Joanne's using the Oracle deck to give messages and also activate clearings for people. Very good point, because my deck is also good for what? For activation. Some people have taken the 7 chakra cards out of the deck and put them underneath the massage table or clearing people that way. All different kinds of experiences that people can use the healing. She's talking about the healing circle activator. So there's different ways you can lay it out on your altar space, and you can add crystals and candles and all sorts of stuff, whatever you want to do. Money tree, you can add money to it, all sorts of things that you can activate it. So if you're going to do that, I definitely suggest you get 2 decks, only because then you don't have to tear it down every time. You can leave that one sitting up while you use your other deck for an oracle reading on daily or whatnot. So it's very helpful to have 2. So thank you for you guys. Thank you for Joanne's commenting on the music is amazing. Thank you. Thank you. More to come, but is really, I'm excited. It's just so exciting to launch this to the world. I mean, I can't even tell you. I never knew I could do it. But then, when we say never, this is a lesson for everybody here, including myself. Because I always, when we say, oh, I could never do that, I have learned to just never say never, because you just never know. Literally, this has happened more times than I could even express, how I just felt like I could never do that. And I'm doing it now. So the music thing is a stream. I just felt like it was there, but I didn't exactly know how it was going to come through. Okay. So someone's asking, it would be awesome if you can bring in your deck the kachinas or a form of medicine wheel. Oh, nice. Well, we'll see what happens. I do know that I will say one thing. It's a little snippet of what is to come. This next deck has all of the new art that I have on my website, which is on my art page. If you go to my website, and then you can go to art, and then you can go to my gallery, and all the stuff that's in the new, that's not in the Magical Dimensions deck, that's all my new artwork, that's all going into this new deck. And it's going to be focused on healing. So it's definitely focused on healing. And it's also got starseed flavor to it. So may not be the kachinas or that medicine wheel, but it's definitely healing. It's going to have medicine in it. Let's just put it that way. It's going to be extremely, because the focus is on healing. And that's healing for all levels, not just physical healing. It's emotional, spiritual, and physical. There's a lot of things that are going to be coming into the frequencies, because it has all the codes in it. So all these codes that I'm embedding and writing, and my custom, the custom codes that I create, that I'm creating around people, that I see that are coming in with people, and then I actually draw them with my light energy signature light code art. That's another way to really empower and activate the codes that are coming in. But all those symbols and codes that I create are in the artwork, and so it's really going to activate and help people to heal. So that's the whole premise behind why I really want to create this deck. So my plan, if God willing, right, if I'm still here long enough to do this, but the plan is to really come out with I said 3 decks to myself. That's what I wanted to launch before I leave this planet, is at least 3. They take a long time, mind you guys. I do all of my own artwork, write all the book, put out the layouts. Everything is me. So it's not like I can spit them out like some other people have, hired artists, and then they just have put the book together. They can spit out about 20 of them. I can't do that, because I've got work to do, and I just don't have the time to do that. But the fact of the matter is, I do all of it myself. And so it takes a lot of time, but I do want to have maybe 3 decks. And I would love to have a deck at some point, maybe the third one, that would be like an advanced deck that wouldn't have any words on the bottom or any kind of thing. It would just have images, and you have to use your own intuition. So that's my goal, because that's what I really like doing. I love for people to use the deck that I have and just use it without using the guidebook. I mean, there is a full guidebook in here that's all full color. It's amazing. It's awesome. But I prefer people just to go with their own intuition. I mean, that's kind of what I really like you guys to do. So someday I will create that. Hopefully, we'll see. And so thank you so much, Regina. I appreciate, she says, you're a blessing of a gift from the Creator. Well, so are you. So are all of you. But I really appreciate that. Really appreciate all of you guys being on here. So yes, we do have another deck coming. We have my artwork, which is all for sale right now. All of my artwork you can get on photometallic paper, which is so beautiful. Can't even really express because you have to see it. But the artwork that I print, when it gets printed on this metallic photo paper for the paper prints, and for the Gatorboard mounted prints, they also come on that paper. And then there's metal prints, which has this even better luminous glow to it. But it really makes my colorful, as you can see, I work in so much color. It makes it just pop. It's just really phenomenal. So thank you guys for all of you guys that have already supported me in any way, shape, or form with my artwork or my sessions or my custom art or the custom audio activations, and now the music activations. So I am just thrilled to bring out more of this to the world. I know you guys are just absolutely love the music. If you get it, it's awesome. And it will just really do a lot of good for healing you guys. These are high level frequencies bringing in, and I can't say more about it, really. So I would love you guys. I'm also, like I said, I have a new Patreon page. So if you guys want to go to my Patreon site, and you'll find it in the links below. All the links below to everything I've pretty much mentioned here is in the links below in the description area on my YouTube channel. And this will probably be posted perhaps on Facebook as well. But so you just have to go to the YouTube description area and you'll be able to see all the links to everything. But generally, my main website is lightstarcreations.com. So as you go there, you can check out all the stuff that I have available. So before I close out, I just wanted to just quick shout out to all of my beautiful clients that I have been so honored to have worked with currently, that I'm just so proud of you guys. I know how tough it is to do the work. And I can't even say how grateful I am to have you guys doing this kind of work and entrusting me with your energies and to helping you guys to moving forward, because my job is to empower you guys. That's what I'm here for, to inspire with all the art and to give you guys codes and downloads and everything. And in session work, it's really about you. So that's what I want to do for you guys, is to empower you to be in your most empowered state, the highest frequencies that you can be in, and to go forth in the world, bringing that energy to everyone around you. The higher you can be in your frequency is going to benefit everybody around you as well as yourself, but it's going to benefit the world. So we change the world one person at a time here, really. Yes, this energy of collective energy is phenomenal. So please don't forget to, at the time, which is, what did I say it was, 9:45 or 7:45 Pacific Arizona time, then 9:45 Central time, where this conjunction goes. A lot of people are going to be doing like just 20-minute meditations at that time. This was just a kick out of the gate before you guys do that. This is going to be, so sit down, meditate at that time, integrate these energies if you're doing it at this time, and then sit down and meditate for the world to clear the viral stuff and to clear all of the toxicity and the stuff that's coming up to the surface, which we need to have it come up, but to clear all of that and shine that beautiful golden sunlight. So continue to do that at this time and heralding in the new wave of the new energies, so we don't go down that negative pathway of, this timeline that doesn't look great. We're going to shift it to go down the timeline that is empowering for the people, right? We're taking our power back in so many sectors and so many realms right here and right now. So huge important day. Again, if you're watching this and it's already passed, don't think that you missed out. Hey, here's an idea. Sit down and meditate anyway, even though it's not the time that we set, and it could be weeks down the road to where some of you guys actually get to this video or whatever it is. This is now a time to initiate continued rolling waves of energy, right? So one day where we massively put it out there, and then every other day or every day from that time, everybody's sitting down and meditating positive vibrations and positive energies and clearing out all of the negativity and toxicity in this world at this time. All the fear-based stuff, let it go, okay? Because we're going to be a lot better off. We are going to get through this. I feel it. I promise you, we are going to get through this with flying colors, and there's going to be a lot of good things that came out from this whole experience. We're going to see a lot of benefit from the things, not only in the healthcare field. I see it happening. Like, we weren't super prepared, and now we're going to be prepared more than ever. So it's changing our healthcare system to be more proactive. It's changing our corporate system to be more in line with employees, to be valuing employees. And that's something that Master Hilarion, on one of my last channeling for the 2020, Master Hilarion said, I listened to it back because it popped in my head the other day, and I went back and I was like, oh my gosh, he's talked about that companies will be valuing their employees. Now, I didn't say like, oh, there's going to be this virus that's going to come in or whatever. It was more about valuing employees, valuing our workers. These are the lifeblood of our companies and our service industries and all these things. The medical profession anyway, too, is just look at the doctors, the nurses, everybody on the front line here. And so it's valuing people as employees. It's valuing people as people. We are reevaluating family. We are reevaluating our elders. What does it mean to have that? 1 hour we're extending to our elders to go into the grocery stores before we get in there. That's a little thing that seems small, but it's a huge thing in the reverberation of respecting our elders, because there's other cultures, I've said this before, that do this a lot better than we do. The Chinese culture to Filipinos to all these different cultures that really respect and honor our elders. Well, we're getting a little reminder by this to respect our elders too in different ways, okay? And to always ask for, offer to assist them, to whatever they need. I've heard a lot of people that since this happened, I was on K-Core Radio with Maisha Johnston just like last week, and she's in that senior age group. And we were talking about this, and she was also saying that, now since this has happened, she's had people calling her, hey, can I go shopping for you? Do you need anything? Are you okay? I mean, that's pretty significant, whereas that may not have happened before. And now we're starting to look at our culture differently. Okay. So these are the things that I feel is going to be beneficial, and our whole world really won't look the same anymore. And in some ways, it's going to really look a lot better. But just like everything else, nobody likes to change. Change is very difficult for a lot of people. And because of that, we stay stuck and we don't change. Well, if you shift and make changes, what does it cause you to do? It causes a lot of stuff to come up to the, like, I don't want to change. Oh God, we have to change. No, it makes us feel uncomfortable. It stretches us with our rubber band. That rubber band, we got to stretch out of that comfort zone. So it's a little bit challenging for us to change, but that is what we are being asked to do all at once. Sometimes we talk about this, Stands with Bear and I talk about this a lot about, people don't get, humanity seems to not make a budge or make a change until you're backed into a corner, and then we rise, right? We become the superheroes that we are. I mean, look at how superheroes are created. It's usually through stress, through trauma, through stuff that and then they come out and become who they're supposed to be, so for us, it's like the diamond that we are right now is being grinded and shaped, and the more pressure that diamond gets, the better it gets, the more pristine, the more clear, the more sharp, the more all of it. So that's really the analogy. And I want to say a big shout out to my beloved bear. I love you, and thank you very much for being on here as well. I'm going to sign off now, because otherwise I'll just keep going and going and going. Sorry, I had a little bit of trouble in the beginning, but I just had to figure it out where I can't really see myself, but I can see the chat. For some reason, it cut me off in the YouTube back end, but it seemed to have gone on anyway. The show must go on. And so I really want to just appreciate all of you guys for being here. I want to say lots of love to all of you in this next few time period of this spring and into the summer. Okay, don't be alarmed if it goes a little bit longer or something, don't worry about that. It's going to take a bit of time, but just keep going. Keep that high vibration. We all need that. Okay, we really do. So we need all of you guys on here that are the light workers, the star seeds, the warriors, and all of you guys. And we need you guys now to step up to your true potential and be who you are, and to help our humanity to shift into this gear, high gear. I want to say hi, shifted to gear. So thank you so much. Thank you, Sequoia. You are so welcome. And Kim and Jennifer, Joanne, Sarah, Carrie, all of you guys. I love you guys so much. And if you guys want to see me on here again, just let me know if you do. And I will maybe even do some things for my new Patreon people that get onto my Patreon page and donate. And then maybe I'll come on and do some live things for you guys too. Let me know what you like to, watch, or what you want me to share. And I will keep that under consideration. And I will be back with some more content. And I am going to sign off. So have a wonderful 444 day of entirely high frequency. Let the Stargate open and wash away all the toxic waste and the fear and bring in the high frequencies. So with that said, I love you guys. Katrina, Anita, Siren of the Void, Jennifer, and all of you guys. I just love you guys, and I will be back. So blessings. And as I always like to say, lots of love from the angelics, the galactics, and the elementals. Namaste.